So in my early 20s, I took a trip down to Far East Asia with the intention to find myself, to discover my purpose. Okay, so as I went to these different countries, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, bunch of different cities within these countries, had a lot of different experiences, met a lot of different people, was exposed to new cultures and new ways of living, and it was an expanded awareness experience. Okay, but at the end of it, you'll never guess what I found. What I found at the end of it was just someone who was looking for his purpose in life. Okay, if you try to discover what your purpose is in life, if you go out to find out who you really are, all you will find is someone who is looking for himself. Okay, I forgot who says it, but he says that what you are looking for is what's looking. Okay, so stop asking the question on what the meaning is in life or what your purpose is in life or discovering your purpose, because the reality is that we are the ones who are being asked this question by life. Okay, and the way that we answer this question is the way that we live our lives, by the way that we conduct ourselves, and the way that we show up in this world. Okay, by who we are as people, and we are the ones who are answering this question, which is being asked to us by life. Okay, so regardless of whether you're watching porn 24/7 or you are striving for your purpose and creating value in this world, you are already creating your purpose by who you are as a person. Okay, now in this video I'm going to share some other ideas with you on this topic revolving around purpose, around meaning, on discovering yourself, and then towards the end I'll give you the one exercise that if you follow through with will help you discover your purpose and help you get clear on what is truly important to you in life in about 7 minutes. Okay, 7 minutes is all it will take for you to get that clarity in your life. Okay, now the first thing to understand is that of the grand purpose and your specific purpose. Now I believe that the grand purpose in life for all of us is the same thing, and that is to close the gap between who we are and who we are capable of being. Okay, someone said that the definition of hell is the place where who you were meets the person that you could have been. Okay, so it's all about closing the gap between who we are and who we're capable of being, because only in that gap can we experience the negative emotions of regret, of disillusionment, of anxiety, of depression, of knowing that we have more to give but not giving it, is what causes us to feel that heaviness of knowing that we are not living up to our potential. Okay, so the grand purpose is to close the gap between who we are and who we're capable of being, and then of course our specific purpose will vary based on our relationships, based on how, whether we're showing up as a father, as a brother, as a son, as a friend, as a co-worker, as a husband, whatever role that you are playing in that specific situation. You must be clear on your intention in how you are choosing to show up. Okay, and a great model that I like to use for this is to question my intention on whether it is driven by love or whether it is driven by fear, whether I am showing up to give something or whether I'm showing up to take something. And if I can really purify my intention and come in with the frame of trying to give, of trying to grow, of trying to contribute, then that will be a good intention for me to feel better about myself, knowing that I am coming into it without trying to get something, because I'm already enough. Okay, because when you are acting out of fear, you're acting out of the position that you are not enough, that you need something outside of you. You need to take something from someone else to feel like you're enough, to fill that void. But the reality is that that void can only be filled from the inside. Okay, and as we fill that void on the inside, as we realize that we are enough just for the virtue of being alive, then we can go on to give that value to others as well. Okay, so the specific purpose, our mission through which we bring our purpose to fruition, will vary, but they are different paths leading to the same destination of self actualization. Okay, now the second point I want you to understand is that of having an Icky Guy. Okay, your Icky Guy is your reason for being. This is a Japanese concept, and it's at the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can get paid for. Okay, if you can hit those four dominoes on their head, four targets on their head, then you will be narrowing down on your Icky Guy, your reason for being, your reason for getting out of bed in the morning. Because if you don't have a reason for getting out of bed in the morning, then you might as well just stay in the cozy bed, stay there, relax, chill out, and because you don't have intention moving forward. Okay, so having your Icky Guy, your reason for being, will be a huge aspect of it. Okay, now the second thing to understand is that your purpose is like peeling away the layers of the onion. Okay, it's not like we're gonna find our ultimate purpose in life right now. Like engaged in this process myself. Like when I first started, it was just about getting freedom from the chronic fatigue, from the depression, from the negative emotions, from knowing that I had more to give but not giving it. Like for me, it really started with getting my health in order. Okay, because if you can't get your own health in order, if you can't wake up feeling energized and rejuvenated, if you can't take care of yourself, then please do that. Because if you can't take care of yourself, you cannot do anything for anyone else, and it really starts with you. And if you can go on to figure out the one thing right now in front of you that will make the biggest positive impact in your life. For me, when I started off, it was health. Now it's business. Moving forward, how I can expand, how I can expand my impact, how I can enroll more men into my program, how I can go on to create the change which I seek to create in this world, by being the type of person that is worthy of creating that change, by being the type of person that is living up to the values that I preach. Okay, so of course your purpose will evolve. It will be like peeling away the layers of the onion, but focus on the one thing that's in front of you that will have the most significant positive impact in your life. As you do that one thing, then the next thing will reveal itself, then the next thing will reveal itself, then the next thing will reveal itself. And I really like the analogy that your potential is like a moving target. Okay, every mountain peak that you summit will reveal the view to an entirely new landscape. Okay, every single level has a different devil. Okay, so it's all about that constant and never ending improvement. It's all about leveling up, and it's all about moving in the forward direction rather than moving backwards, because as you already know, there is no stagnancy in this universe. The one constant in this world is that of change. And if you're not changing forward, you are changing backward. And if you're not growing, you are dying. Okay, so now what is that 7-minute exercise which you can run right now, which will give you extreme clarity, which will give you extreme, it will let you fade away everything that is unimportant in your life and narrow down on what is important in your life. Okay, so imagine the following scenario: that you're walking down a hallway, it's kind of dark, you're walking down, you see everyone that you love around you, you see every life that you touch, but they cannot see you. You walk to the forward, excuse me, by the way, you walk to the forward of the room, and you to the front of the room, don't even know English anymore, but you walk to the front of the room, you see a casket, you look inside the casket, and you see your own face. Okay, so as these lives that you've touched, as the people that you've loved are there, they are speaking about you, they're speaking about the impact that you had on them, they're speaking about the accomplishments that you had in your life. Okay, so the exercise is to simply write down what they are saying, to write down what your accomplishments were in life. Okay, because the reality is that death is the shadow which gives the light of life meaning. Okay, that's why the Stoics said that we should memento mori, that we should remember death, that we should keep death close to our side, because in the face of death is where everything unimportant fades away. And if we can remember death, the more we can remember it, the more we can narrow our focus down on what is truly important to us. Okay, so I hope that you run through this exercise. I have recommended it in a bunch of different videos, and if you have watched those videos but still not done it, then you might as well just unsubscribe, stop watching my videos, because you are someone who is addicted to information without implementation. Okay, you are an information junkie. You have shifted from masturbating to porn to masturbating with information. Okay, this mental masturbation has got to stop. You have to run through this exercise right now, remember that, write it down, and get clear on what is truly important to you. Okay, because remember that the purpose of life is unfolding with your decisions, with your behavior, with the way that you're showing up. And if you're not showing up according to your values, then you are compulsively reacting to circumstances, situations, stimulus that is outside of you. Okay, you are a victim of external circumstances rather than being the creator of your destiny. All right, and this is all about consciously creating a life that you love, rather than compulsively reacting and falling into misery. All right, so run through this exercise. Imagine your funeral, imagine what the people that you love, imagine what the lives that you've touched are saying about you, imagine what accomplishments you had in your life, And when you begin with the end in mind, then you can backwards engineer that and create the life that you want with consciousness. Okay, so with all that being said, if you like this video, click a bunch of the buttons below. If you want to learn more about me and my work, then definitely click the link below on swallowing the red pill and discover whether you and I are the best fit to work together moving forward through the Awaken Your Alpha program, which is a step-by-step course which shows you how to master your mental, physical, and sexual energy. Okay, so you can click the link below to learn more about that. But this has been Saleem. I hope this video has been valuable for you, and I will see you in the next one.